They say, vote for me, I will be the right choice, vote for me, I will be your voice. But is politics done the right way? Greetings to all the jury members and viewers. I am Nistha Jain from Indira Gandhi National Open University and I am here to present my report on the post-mortem of politics. My post-mortem report would include both the causes and culprits for the death of Indian politics. Yes, you heard it right, for the death of Indian politics. But before I would go any further, I would like to introduce a few points which makes me feel that yes, Indian politics is still healthy and a bit alive. First of all, elections are governed by an independent body, which is Election Commission, and it is not dominated by a single party. Second, India is one of the biggest democracies in the world. It has been a democracy without the intervention of military or dictatorship. India has also seen the emergence of coalition government where two or more parties come together. It gives a platform for varied ideologies to be shared together. As we all know, earlier elections were held for the betterment of the society and people. But as we are progressing, the elections and politics is just becoming a dirty game. Now the politicians or leaders don't do anything for the people but for the sake of appealing their coalition partners. If the coalition partner is this, it's all okay. Talking about election, I would like to highlight a point that most of the leaders are either uneducated or have serial criminal offences, which is not good in politics. After coming into power, what they do? They take down the projects earlier initiated by different governments and bring up new projects just to prove their supremacy. The leaders try to earn a brownie point by bringing down their opposition by mocking them for their past profession or for their names. Also, one of the biggest irony which I have seen in Indian democracy and Indian politics is that the leaders who are seen fighting at local level are seen coming together at the national level just for the sake of winning. Moreover, middle class professionals form a big part of the Indian politics and Indian democracy. So it is very essential for the middle class to raise their voices. We have also seen that various educational, infrastructural or other decisions are severely affected due to dirty politics. It needs to be stopped. I would like to conclude that India is a very big democracy, so it is quite normal to have negative politics as well. But who are the murderers of politics? It is us, the common people, who are the murderers of Indian politics. So what's the solution? My solution is that we should vote for someone who would represent our constituency and not for a particular party. Moreover, there must be internal elections within the political parties because it is not monarch rule. India is a very big country with a very big educated population, so it is very normal and very easy to give the Indian politics a rebirth and rejuvenate it. So I would like to request everyone to vote for the best so that Indian politics is made best in the world. With this, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank you.